welcome back to a very shaky car ride with me, per usual. Don't know if that'll ever get fixed. Probably will. Just give me some time. I just recorded a video, which you'll see after this little introduction sidebar corner. And I'm sorry that it's so shaky, because I'm sorry, but Oklahoma roads, you know? Let's jump on it, ODOT. Let's go. But I just felt like I needed to preface a few things after watching the video back. Number one, I like to preface things. Number two, I don't know the amount of names and places, names of places that I'm going to say when I'm reading my book, because I want to make sure to respect everyone's safety and privacy, and I don't want any libel or slander or anything like that to come from these videos of me reading from my book, because I do have people's names, I do have company names, hospital names, things like that. So if I speed through a name, or I make it so that I speed through a name, I don't actually speed through it, but then I edit it so that I speed through it. That's why. It's not because I don't want to share those things. I feel like they're a very important part of the story. But I just want to respect everyone's safety, everyone's privacy, everyone's, there's three sides to every story. My side, their side, and the truth. So, since a lot of these people aren't able to tell their side of the story, I don't want to, I don't know, I hope that makes sense. And that goes for the entirety of me reading my book. Also, I know that I've chosen to start writing a book and to read it online. So I know that there are going to be people that tell me negative things, that write hate comments and hate everything that I'm doing. But I would just ask that you guys would respect me as much as possible. This is a very sensitive subject, and it's a very real thing that's going on in my family's life right now. So obviously I can only ask that you be considerate. But I don't have control over anybody but myself. Hey son, how you doing? So I just ask that you be kind, but I do ask that you leave comments so that I can know what you guys think of it, what you guys want to see more of, what you're interested to hear more about. If I've missed anything as I'm reading through the book. How can I block this up? I don't know if I can. I think it's too big of a planet for me to block. I'll just go like this, very natural. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, comments. Because if I miss anything, or if I skip over something that you're like, wait, what happened after this thing happened? What happened after this hospital stay? You said you were going to follow up about this. Tell me, because I'm not gonna know unless somebody tells me if I forgot something, if I didn't go into more detail when I said I would. I'm the only person that's really read this, except for my sister and my therapist. So just give me a little reminder. Hey Erin, you said 2 videos ago in XYZ title of video that you were going to go into more detail about the hospital stay in December where they did such and such to your mom. What happened after that? I would love to know. So do that, please. I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to teach people, and I'm also trying to learn from you all as well, because I know I'm not the only one that's going through this, that's been through this, or that will go through this. So I'm trying to give as much knowledge as I possibly can. I'm not a professional in any way, shape, or form on this topic. I'm a daughter of a mother that's sick and that is trying to get better with the resources that we have available. And unfortunately, those resources haven't done the best. They've failed us a little bit. So I just wanted to say that before you watch the video. As you watch it, just be thinking those things. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's the first few paragraphs of my book. Obviously it's a work in progress, so things might be switched around and moved, and things might be added and changed. So just keep that in mind. If one day I actually do publish a book and you're like, wait a second, this wasn't in the first few paragraphs or this chapter, that's different. It's because it's a work in progress. Things are still happening. I still need to add to it, go back to my notes, all that good stuff. So now that I've rambled on for 8 minutes, I will let you guys watch the video, listen, react, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So I'll see you guys later, or actually in 2 seconds. Okay, bye! Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Erin Shriver, and I am trying to just get my voice out there on this platform about my family's story, about my story, as well as about a bunch of different things that have been going on in my life recently. And one of those things is my mom, who has been struggling with mental illness for quite some time now, and she has been sick for quite some time now. I've started writing a book, and I just wanted to read the first chapter today. I just have felt the urge to read this first chapter for a while now. Dee Dee's whining in the background. Actually, someone that I work with kind of gave me the motivation to post this and read this and just put it out there. I might be late for work today, but I just felt the need to read this today. Please leave comments below about your thoughts, questions you may have. Obviously, this is just the first chapter. I've got a ton of pages, 42 to be exact, and I haven't written for a while. So I just wanted to read to you guys kind of the first paragraph, or not first paragraph, like first section of my book, and just see what you guys think. Also, sorry I haven't been posting a lot. The Wi-Fi here isn't good, and it takes days for things to post, so it's been a struggle. Right now I'm calling my book ROADBLOCKS. Sorry if I keep looking down. My laptop is down here, and that's what I'm reading off of today. So I'm just going to read and go from there. ROADBLOCKS, a true story by Erin Shriver. My 2 journals of notes are overflowing with sheets of computer paper, random sticky notes, and completely destroyed envelopes with insurance information inside. These 2 journals go with me everywhere I go, regardless of the situation, because I never know when I will need the information that is held inside of these 2 simple books of paper. I actually have one of my journals I wanted to show you. This one has actually stopped going with me everywhere because I didn't have enough room in my purse for it, but this is the first journal. It's filled. You can see it's destroyed. The envelopes that I referred to right here. Yeah, it's just, I've got a process. A very interesting one. In October of 2016, something that I never thought would happen did. I was in an all-staff meeting at work when no caller ID popped up on my phone. I didn't think anything of it, so I silenced and let it go to voicemail. A few moments later, the same thing happened. No caller ID. So I got up, went outside, and answered the phone. It was my mom calling me to let me know that she was putting herself into the hospital due to her anxiety and depression. My heart sank. How could my amazing, perfect, happy mother be in the hospital for something I had always believed she had under control? Either way, this was the start of the countless roadblocks my family encountered to get my mom the help she needed, or at least the help we were able to find given the circumstances. As of this moment, when I am writing this and reading this, we still don't have an answer, and the cycle is continuing. could change in a few hours, days, weeks, months, or even years. We don't know. This is my journey, along with my family's journey, about how we got to where we are, everything we encountered along the way, and the information I wish I had when this all began, because no one deserves to be treated or feel the way anyone in this specific situation has felt. The beginning of this journey is blurry, but when it started getting worse and worse, I thought I should start taking notes to refer to. So that is basically what I am going to do. Let you know what has happened, how I got things done, and how I would do them differently if I had to do them again. In sidebar, I wouldn't do anything differently. I just want to let other people know maybe an easier route to take so they don't have to go through all the different steps that I had to take. I feel like I figured out the hard way, and I want to give the easier way to people who might be going through the same situation. My mom was in the hospital 2 or 3 times from October to December of 2016. Each time she went, her medications were changed. She had slightly different diagnoses, and she ended up back in the hospital after each discharge. Sometimes it was a week later, other times it was months. My sister and I live out of state, so we have had to deal with all of this from afar. Now before you go saying, why didn't you go home and be with her? Help during all of this. You will understand why later on. The first hospital that my mom was admitted into. We made sure throughout this process that my mom was going places that were covered by insurance. She pays for it, so we should be able to use it, right? That's what we thought too. I need to let you know before this all happened, I found out that my mom had been spending the night at my neighbor's house for about 3 months straight. I had no idea this was happening until my mom admitted herself into the hospital for the first time. Anne had been our neighbor for over 15 years and had been friends with my mom ever since she moved in. She was like a grandmother to me and was very close to the situation with my mom. She'll come into this story later, and she has a big part in this story and to my life in general. So that's just the first section. The next one kind of talks about my past, which you've heard a little bit about if you've watched my other video about my medication journey. But that's just kind of a brief recap or synopsis of what this book is going to be about. I'll probably change it along the way. Listening to it back, I'll probably change things too. It'll probably be helpful. But I just wanted to read that for you guys and put it out there because this is a real thing in America and around the world. Personally, from my experience, there's not enough resources for people that need help, no matter how severe or not severe the case may be. So yeah, I'm not an expert. I'm just a daughter of someone that's been struggling and has gone through a lot. And so I just wanted to let people know what I've gone through and see if you guys have any recommendations, see if you guys have similar stories. I know that I'm not the only one out there that's dealt with this. So I'm just trying to help others and learn from others. Because the situation's ongoing. Don't know when it's going to change or if it will ever change. So just wanted to read that part for you today. I'm really anxious to read the rest of it for you guys and also add to it because a lot's happened since I've last written. So got to see the deeds. Here she is in all of her glory. Big yawn. But I've got to get to work, so I will talk to you all later. Make sure to comment and subscribe and let me know what you're looking forward to that I've talked about. It's going to be on my channel. And also any questions or comments about the book or my journey, I'd be more than happy to answer them for you.